Welcome back to Payne Law. I'm Mo Ivory and I'm joined by attorney Richard Griffin from the Griffin Law Firm. So Richard, we've talked in the past about having two claims at the same time. You might have a personal injury claim and you might also have a workers' compensation claim at the same time. But is it possible to have a workers' compensation claim and a Social Security disability claim at the same time?
Absolutely. In fact, a lot of times the largest catastrophic injured workers that have workers' compensation claims, the larger injuries, the bigger the case is, the more likely you're going to be also qualifying for Social Security disability. Social Security disability is there for anyone who's unable to work due to an illness or due to an injury, and injured workers that can't work can often satisfy both of those requirements. Now, it can make a big difference to be able to get your Social Security benefits and your workers' compensation benefits. And it really takes an attorney who has the expertise in both to really properly handle them, I think, because it does impact. One impacts the other. In a catastrophic workers' compensation claim, you're going to need to have a Medicare set-aside. It's a lot of complex issues that have to be worked through. So the two really do often intersect, and you have two claims from the same accident.
I think a lot of people wouldn't know to look for a law firm that has specific expertise in all of those areas, in personal injury claims and workers' compensation, that then also leads to wrongful death or Social Security disability benefits, claims. So those practice areas, when choosing an attorney, are so important to look for because that could have a big effect on your compensation.
It really will. And having one law firm that handles all of that is so much better. It's so much more efficient. And so you know that you're going to make sure you get the most you can get on both claims. If you have them with different law firms, if you have them with different attorneys, that sometimes could be difficult to coordinate those things. And you really need to make the decisions while you have the two claims together just right so they end up the right way.
And applying for Social Security disability or even workers' compensation claims can be very tedious. There's a lot of paperwork. A lot of people just get denied and they just walk away because they just get so scared or they're just burnt out from trying to be compensated or work with their job. What do you do when somebody's been denied benefits?
Well, we evaluate the case right up front. We're there to figure out why were you denied? Do you have a claim? Most of the time when people apply for Social Security disability, they're going to be denied. They may be told you don't quite qualify. And if you get that, then you need to, if you get a denial, you have 60 days to appeal it. So it's critical, don't give up. In workers' comp or Social Security disability, give the Griffin Law Firm, give me a call at 877-PAIN-LAW so we can immediately get involved with the case and make a difference.
Do you have an example of a case where somebody got workers' compensation as well as Social Security disability?
I do. You're about to hear from one of our actual clients. And in his own words, he's going to explain how he was told he didn't really have a case. He had a Social Security case and a workers' compensation case. We were blessed with the ability to handle both and help him with both. And when he was told no, we were able to turn those into a workers' comp settlement and a Social Security disability benefit that was granted.
Take a look at the video.
I was a mess for a minute there because I didn't know which way to turn. I didn't know. I thought that it was over. I thought that I didn't have a chance because of what these people were telling me. But the Griffin Law Firm knows the law. They know and they tell you what to expect. And that's the good thing. That's the great thing about this is these are professional people, and they understand that the quote-unquote little man doesn't always have to end up on the bottom. He can end up on top. And through their leadership, through their guidance, through their representation, I feel like we did it. We ended up on top.
Richard, that client feels so familiar to me, like he could be my brother or my uncle. He just must have thought there was nothing he could do more until he met you. How did you work out that case for that client?
Well, he was about to give up. They told him, look, if you were over 50, you'd probably get Social Security, but you're not. So you aren't going to get it. And in the workers' comp, the adjuster was saying, no, we're not going to pay for this, we're not going to pay for that. You don't get your benefits. It meant the world to us to be able to get involved with that great gentleman. And we were able to help him with both. We were able to get him a great workers' compensation settlement, and we were able to get those Social Security disability benefits started. And that made all the difference for that gentleman.
I mean, his gratitude is just unbelievable in that video, and I'm so glad that you shared it with us. These client testimonials are just so important because they're real people. They're real examples of a person who picked up the phone, called 877 Pain Law, and got the help that they needed. Talk about the settlement calculator one more time that is found at 877painlaw.com and how critical it is to somebody wanting to know what their case is worth, the number one question.
Right. Well, it is. It is the number one question, and it's so easy to get the answer. You know, you can go to 877painlaw.com, and you can just press the button on the right side, Settlement Calculator. You then can pick which case you've got, whether it's personal injury, workers' comp, or Social Security disability. And when you enter that information, we're going to be able to get together with you personally and give you the report that you need that gives you what is your workers' compensation claim worth, what is your likely Social Security disability benefit. That's the information you need, but you need to give us a call at 877-PAIN-LAW so we can talk to you personally about your case and explain how we can make all the difference, because you may be told no, and we can turn that no into a yes.
When we come back, we'll talk about why you should never give up on your claim.
After a car accident, you're faced with many difficult decisions. How can you get the medical treatment or even surgery you need? 877-PAIN-LAW can help. How can you pay your bills when you're too injured to work? 877-PAIN-LAW can help. How can you get the settlement that you need and deserve? 877-PAIN-LAW is the answer. I'm attorney Richard Griffin of the Griffin Law Firm. Call me right now at 877-PAIN-LAW so I can talk to you personally and explain how we can make all the difference in your case. I'm attorney Richard Griffin, the legal expert and co-host of the Pain Law Show. How much is my case worth? This is the number one question asked by people injured at work or in a car accident. Now you can find out for yourself by using our new settlement calculator at 877painlaw.com. Now, knowing the projected settlement value gives you a goal. Hiring our experienced injury attorneys will help you get there. Call the Griffin Law Firm today at 877-PAIN-LAW or visit us at 877painlaw.com to find out how we can make all the difference in your case.